Alrighty, everyone. We're going to go ahead and try our luck at the 1995 PC version of Jeopardy. And let's see how we do.
Welcome to Jeopardy! Let's begin our game.
Let's do it. We'll just use the name OBS. Use the enter key to buzz in. I'll be him, I guess. And then he'll be a beanie, and he'll be a beanie.
My name's Ted Smith. I'm a print journalist with a major weekly news magazine. I love my job, and I spend my spare time studying the day's events from Washington. Hello, I'm Richard Marston. I make my living as an actuary for an insurance firm, but my real love is art, especially Renaissance sculpture.
Here we go.
Now for the Jeopardy round, in which one daily
Sharks.
will appear somewhere on the board.
Liberty Symbols.
The categories.
Notorious. World Cities. Food and Drink. And finally, Characters in Film. Okay. I'm ready.
Good luck. Contestant number 1 will start with
Characters in Film for 100.
The answer is
Fast Eddie Felson, Sarah Packard, and Minnesota Fats.
contestant number 2.
The Hustler.
Yes.
Yep.
That's correct. Contestant number 2.
Characters in Film 200. Max von Merling, Joe Gillis, and Norma Desmond.
Contestant number 1.
What is Sunset Boulevard?
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number
Characters in
1.
Film for 300. Captain Daniel Gregg, Miles Fairley, and Lucy Muir.
Contestant number 3.
The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. That was my guess.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Edwin Flagg, Blanche Hudson, and Jane Hudson.
Contestant number 3.
Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
Yes. Contestant number 3.
Cuthbert J. Twilly, Flower Bell Lee, and the Masked Bandit.
Contestant number 3.
David Copperfield.
Oh, sorry. That's not right. Contestant number 2.
My Little Chickadee.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Sharks 100. In a shark's mouth, new rows of these regularly replace the old ones.
Contestant
Oh, I
number
got beat
3.
to the buzzer. Teeth. Yeah, I knew that.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number 3.
Sharks 200. Sharks lack an air bladder, so most of them must do this constantly to keep from sinking. Oops.
Contestant number 1.
What is breathe? No.
Contestant number 3.
Swim. Oh, yeah.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Sharks 300. This shark organ was an important source of vitamin A until the late 1940s.
Contestant number 1.
What is the liver?
You are correct. Contestant
Sharks
number
400.
1.
This colorfully named shark is the largest predatory type.
Contestant number 1.
What is the great white shark?
You are correct. Contestant
Sharks
number 1.
500. Sharks have sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, which are sensitive to this.
Contestant number 1.
What is light?
Sorry.
No.
Contestant number 3.
Electricity. Oh, yeah.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number 3.
Liberty Symbols 100. It now has its own pavilion north of Independence Hall.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Liberty Bell?
Yes. Contestant number 1.
Liberty Symbols 200. This mission has been called the Cradle of Texas Liberty.
Contestant number 1.
Better get this one. What is the Alamo?
Yes, that's correct.
Liberty symbol's
Contestant
300.
number 1.
In the 17th century, this 1215 document became a symbol of English liberty.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Magna Carta?
Yes, that's correct. Contestant
Liberty
number 1.
symbol's 4. Its eyes are 2.5 feet wide.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, that's correct.
Liberty symbols for
Contestant
500.
number 1.
Daniel Webster said liberty and this were now and forever one and inseparable.
Contestant number 3.
Union?
You are correct.
Yep.
Contestant number 3.
Notorious 100. When Andrew and Abby Borden were killed, the maid was in the house too, but only this woman was arrested.
Contestant number.
Who was Lizzie Borden.
You are correct. Contestant
Notorious
number 1.
200. Legend says Stede Bonnet, a retired army officer, became a pirate to escape a nagging one of these.
Contestant number 2.
A wife? Yep.
Contestant number.
Kim Philby was recruited as a Soviet agent while attending this British university.
Contestant
Oh, I got
number
beat at
2.
the buzzer. London School of Economics.
Sorry, incorrect. Contestant number 1.
What is Oxford?
I'm sorry. That's
Not Oxford either.
Contestant number 3.
Cambridge, the other one.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 3.
Notorious 400. The Jonestown Massacre took place in this county in 1978. In this country, rather. Country.
Contestant number.
Guyana?
You are correct.
Yep.
Contestant number 3.
Notorious 500. It was the real last name of Butch Cassidy and Bonnie of Bonnie and Clyde.
Contestant number 1.
What is Parker?
You are correct. Contestant
Food
number
and
1.
drink 100. In France, this flaming dessert is Cerises Jubilee. Jubil.
Contestant number 1.
What is Cherries Jubilee?
You are correct.
Food
Contestant
and drink
number 1.
200. Lipitauer cheese, which is seasoned with paprika, originated in this country. What is Hungary?
You are correct.
Food and drink 300.
Contestant number 1.
Mexican wedding cakes, also known as Russian tea cakes, are usually rolled in the powdered type of this.
Contestant number 1.
What is rice?
Sorry,
No.
that's incorrect. Contestant number 2.
Nuts?
Sorry, incorrect.
I think I know it now, but it's too late. Sugar, okay. Food and drink
Contestant
400.
number 1.
This zesty cake is named for its ingredients. Many cooks use cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg.
Contestant number 1.
What is spice cake?
Yes, that's
Food and drink for
correct.
500.
Contestant number 1.
Macaroons are often contain coconut or this paste.
Contestant number 2.
Sesame paste? No.
Oh, sorry, that's not. Contestant number 3.
Almond paste.
Yes,
Yep.
that's correct. Contestant
World
number
Cities
3.
100. In about 6 minutes by cable car, you can see this South American city from the top of Sugarloaf Mountain.
Contestant number 1.
What is Rio de Janeiro?
Yes.
Yep.
Contestant
World
number
Cities
1.
200.
The answer is.
The Italian scenic route Autostrada del Sol begins in this northern city famed for its opera house.
Contestant number 1.
What is Milan?
Yes.
World Cities
Contestant
300.
number 1.
Named for the chief Norse god Odin's Denmark is the birthplace of this fairy tale author.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Hans Christian Andersen.
You are correct.
World Series 400.
Contestant number 1.
Daily double.
Contestant number 1.
I'm going to try
What
for
would you like to
1500. This teeming city of eastern India served as the country's capital from 1772 to 1912. Okay, I have it between two of them. Eastern India. So I'll say what is Calcutta.
You are correct.
Yes!
Contestant number 1.
In 1930, Constantinople was officially renamed this.
Contestant number 1.
What is Istanbul?
You are correct.
I'm in the lead with $4,500 at the end of the Jeopardy round.
Now for the double Jeopardy round, with 2
The Civil War,
somewhere on the board.
musicians,
in these categories.
botany, feminine names, aviation, and finally, books and authors. All right.
Good luck. Contestant number 2. Here is the clue.
In 1864, the Southern Democrat was nominated to run with Lincoln on the Union Party ticket.
Contestant number 3.
Andrew Johnson. Yep.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 3.
Civil War 400. In May 1861, this city was designated the capital of the Confederacy.
Contestant number
I'm
1.
going to try this one and say, what is Philadelphia? No,
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else?
it's not Philadelphia.
Contestant number 3.
Richmond, Virginia. Oh, yeah.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Civil War 600. To finance the war, the U.S. Congress passed the first tax of this kind in August 1861.
Contestant number 1.
What is a poll tax?
Sorry.
No.
Contestant number 2.
Hotel tax?
Ooh, I'm
No.
sorry. That's wrong. Contestant number 3.
An income tax. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 3.
Civil War 800. The Confederates first used this Daniel Decatur Emmett song at Jefferson Davis's inauguration.
Contestant number 1.
What is Hail to the Chief?
Wrong.
No.
Contestant number 3.
Dixie.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Contestant number 3.
Alright. This Union general got a nickname by calling for the unconditional surrender of Fort Donelson.
Contestant number 3.
Ulysses S. Grant?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Oh, boy.
Contestant number 3.
Musicians 200. Michael Feinstein credits this Gershwin brother, for whom he worked until 1983, with shaping much of his life.
Contestant number...
Who is George Gershwin?
Sorry,
No.
that's incorrect.
I'm slipping. I've lost $2,000 already.
Contestant number 3.
I already said that.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Contestant number 2.
Ira Gershwin, yeah. You got it.
You are contestant number 2.
Okay. In May 1992, this jazz saxophonist took over as musical director of The Tonight Show. God, I don't know.
Contestant number 2.
Paul Schaefer.
Sorry,
No.
that's
Because
incorrect.
he was on Letterman.
Contestant number 3.
Doc Severinsen? No.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
I'm really not confident with this one, so I'm just going to hold back. I've already lost $2,000 this round. Branford Marsalis.
Contestant number 2.
Branford Marsalis. Musicians for 6. Encouraged by Louis Armstrong, he helped to master the vibraphone and has given off good vibes ever since.
Contestant number
Should
1.
get this one. Who is Lionel Hampton?
You
There
are
we go.
correct. Contestant
Musicians
number 1.
800. In 1980, this Israeli-born musician was the subject of a Newsweek cover story called Top Fiddle.
Contestant number 3.
Itzhak Perlman?
Yes,
Yep.
that's correct. Contestant number 3.
Musicians 1,000. Born to Chinese parents in Paris in 1955, this cellist made his debut at Carnegie Hall when he was 9.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Yo-Yo Ma? Here we go.
Yes. Contestant number 1.
Aviation for 200. The airship that the French called the dirigible was called this by the British.
Contestant number 2.
A blimp.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Contestant number 2.
Aviation for 400. The F-100 was the first fighter of this type. The Convair B-58 was the first bomber. The Concorde, the first airliner.
Contestant number 1.
What is a jet?
Sorry, incorrect.
What?
Anyone else? Contestant number 2.
I just said that!
Oh, sorry. That's not right.
Turkey trot.
Contestant number 3.
Supersonic? Oh yeah, okay.
Right. Contestant number 3.
Aviation 600. To fly, the thrust has to be greater than the drag and the lift greater than this force.
Contestant number
I'm
1.
gonna have to say what is gravity.
Yes.
Aviation
That's correct.
800.
Contestant number 1.
British aircraft designer whose firm came up with the triplane and the camel. Don't know the answer.
Contestant number 2.
Sir Blenheim?
Wrong.
Blenheim? No.
Contestant number 3.
Sir Royce? No.
Sorry. That's incorrect.
Well, I don't know this one, and I don't want to lose any more money than I've already lost, so I'm just going to stay put. So good for Sir Thomas Sopwith.
Contestant
Aviation
number 1.
1000.
The clue? It's the Daily Double. Contestant number 1.
300
What
only.
would you like to wager? Here is the clue.
She was the first woman to fly non-stop, non-refueled around the world. I'll just say who is Amelia Earhart. I don't know.
No, I'm afraid
Deanna
that is
Yeager.
not correct. Contestant number
Books and
1.
authors 200. This creator of Sherlock Holmes wrote many books on spiritualism, including The Coming of the Fairies.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Arthur Conan Doyle.
You are correct. Contestant number
Books and
1.
authors 400. This writer followed up 2010 Odyssey 2 with 2061 Odyssey 3.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Arthur C. Clarke.
You are correct.
Books and
Contestant
authors
number
600. Though best known for his plays, he published The Misfits and Other Stories in 1987.
1. Contestant number 2.
Arthur Miller. Yeah.
Yes. That's contestant number 2.
Okay.
The answer there is...
His hotel, airport, wheels, and the money changers have all been filmed. Oh, I don't know.
Contestant number 2.
Arthur Haley. Oh, yeah.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
A special assistant to JFK. This historian later wrote 1,000 Days about him.
Contestant number 3.
Manchester. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Forfeiting the lead for now.
Contestant number 2.
Nope.
Sorry. Incorrect.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I always got a kick out of that when a computer play wrote, "It's on the tip of my tongue." Arthur Schlesinger Jr.
Contestant number 2.
Botany 200. The saying, "Leaves 3, let them be," refers to this shiny, irritating plant.
Contestant number 1.
What is poison ivy?
You are correct.
Botany
Contestant
400.
number 1.
The scientific name for a type of tree means cone bearer.
Contestant number 1.
What is a conifer?
You are correct.
Botany
Contestant
600.
number 1. Here is the clue.
His experiments with plant hybrids was published by the Brunn Natural History Society in 1866.
Contestant number 1.
Who was Gregor Mendel?
You are correct.
Botany 800.
Contestant number 1.
Oak bark contains this compound used to change animal hides into leather.
Contestant number 2.
Oleic acid?
Sorry.
Nope.
That's incorrect.
I don't think it's going to be around for Final
Contestant
Jeopardy.
number 3.
Tannic acid?
Yes.
Yep.
That's correct. Contestant number 3.
This horticulturist developed the Shasta of daisy as well as a famous variety of potato.
Contestant number 3.
Booker T. Washington, no.
Incorrect. Contestant number 2.
Carver, I don't think so.
Incorrect.
Not confident on this one, so I'm just going to stay with 5,800 for now. Luther Burbank, okay.
Contestant number 3.
Feminine names for 200. This first name of former Miss America Williams is said to have been invented by Jonathan Swift.
Contestant number 1.
What is Vanessa?
You are correct.
400.
Contestant number 1.
It's the fourth Greek letter and probably the most popular one to be adopted as a name.
Contestant number 2.
No.
Sorry, incorrect. Contestant number 1.
What is... Oh. What is... Delta?
You are contestant
wow.
number 1.
This name is Latin for little bear, and perhaps its best known bear is Swedish actress Andress.
Contestant number 3.
Gertrude.
I'm sorry.
No.
That's wrong.
Now Richard's slipping.
Contestant number 2.
Nope!
Oh, sorry. That's not right.
Ted will not be around for Final Jeopardy. He's at minus 4,500. I have 6,400 right now. Well, I'm going to stay put for right now because I don't know. Ursula. Oh, that's
Contestant
right.
number 1.
The other day the double.
Contestant number 1. What would you
400.
like to wager?
Fittingly, this biblical name is Hebrew for amorous, or delicate one. What is Sarah? Delilah, no.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well.
Contestant number 1.
A Spanish word for pretty. It was the top girl's name in the U.S. in 1950.
Contestant number 1.
What is Maria?
Sorry.
No.
That's incorrect.
So I'm going to finish with $5,000.
Contestant number 2.
Linda, that's right. Final Jeopardy.
You are correct. The Final Jeopardy category
Corporate
is
America.
Contestant number 1. What would you like to wager?
Hope I get it right.
The Final Jeopardy clue.
Using letters from their names, Harold Matson and Elliot Handler named their toy company this. What is... What is...
Contestant
Oh, I didn't
number
get to
3.
finish.
Your Final Jeopardy response was yes.
Mattel.
Let's see what contestant number 3 wagered.
Oh, man. It was Mattel. That's right.
Your total?
Too late. Too bad.
Contestant number 1.
I couldn't
Your
come up with
Final
anything.
Jeopardy response was sorry, incorrect. Let's see what contestant number 1 wagered.
I didn't win this time, but I'll try again. I'll do a redemption of this game soon. So I finished in second place with $2,553.
Sorry you didn't win. Sharpen your wits and try again.
Alright, everybody. See you all for that next video.